About, shit, 10 years ago. No, that's a lie. 7 years ago. I did my first jump into trying to get healthy and eating right and exercising. And I mean, I didn't really do it right. That was when I was using like a lot of diet pills and I just wasn't eating. I wasn't healthy at all. Dropped a lot of weight though. It looked very good. But anyway, around like the time that I started, I went to a party with some friends of mine, and you know, me and my friends got fucked up and hung out and talked shit as, you know, friends do. But then my friend, who we're gonna have everyone nameless right now, and there's a reason for that later on. My one friend, she goes, you know, Jelly, I'm really happy that you're starting to get healthy, and I'm really happy that you're starting to do this thing right. But you know, just to be honest, like, I could never imagine you skinny, like, ever. Like, I just couldn't. It doesn't make any sense to me. So don't lose a lot of weight. And then she walked away. And I was like, now at this time I was not very good at like speaking up for myself or defending myself or anything like that. So I kind of just like took it and just like stood there like, this is weird. And I didn't know how to take it. I knew it was offensive in some way, but I didn't really know how to unpack it, I guess. Maybe not offensive, it was just fucking weird. It was a weird thing to hear. And I know I didn't like it. I just didn't understand why I didn't like it exactly. So I didn't say anything and whatever. We were all drunk. It was a passing moment. That's fine. Fast forward to last week at my book release. I used the air quotes because I should have done way more promotion for it, and I kind of want to like do a legit book release. But anyway, at my book release, part 1, my friend shows up, and it's not the friend that I just talked about. It's actually her brother, and me and her brother are talking, one of my very good friends, and we're talking about, you know, me getting healthy. He's been seeing the videos. He's like, stop fucking always with your 5 a.m. yoga bullshit. It's always up on my feed. He was busting my balls. And he says one thing, you know, I mentioned about the surgery. I'm like, hey, you know, like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get the surgery. You know, I'm really thinking about it. And he points to his girlfriend and goes, are you trying to look like her? And his girlfriend's very small, very thin. And I'm like, well, no, I'm not trying to look like your girlfriend. Like, she's fucking mad shorter than me. And, you know, I'm a large person with or without the weight. And he goes, oh, okay, well, like, don't get too skinny. Like, don't lose. I can't imagine you like thin, or like, you know, just like you should. He also said I should be happy with myself, which is kind of where I'm going with this. I called him out for it. I was like, oh, it's fucked up. He apologized. He wasn't trying to be a dick. And the point of this is that even though it was like fucked up to say, him and his sister saying this never really hit me like offensively. And after I unpacked it, now that I'm older and I feel like I'm wiser, I talked with another friend about it, told him what happened, explained the whole situation, and it really says more, unfortunately, and this is not a shit-talking thing, these are two of my very close friends that I love dearly, but it says more about them, and it says more about them in their worry to change, because that's what it is, right? Me not being this heavy, even though I've been this heavy my entire life, is a change, and it's a big change, not just for me, but for the people around me, which is why I'm going to start doing interviews with all my close friends, because I feel like it's really important to get the other side of it, figure out what other people think, and their honest to God fucking opinions. But this is where this video is coming into play. It's about change, and it's about being happy with yourself. Not being able to change sucks, and that's pretty much where I've been this whole time. That's where this whole thing has been going. I've been not able to change myself, and now I am. I'm on a path to changing, and that's really fucking important, because if you can change yourself, you can pretty much change anything. Wow, I feel like a motivational speaker. But it's really hard to keep change, or not to keep change, but it's really hard to change yourself when other people around you have this cemented idea of you, have this like, you know, well, this is Jelly, he's gonna get fucked up, he's going to go on a weird political pro everything tirade, and he's also gonna get fucking smashed and then pass out somewhere. And that's what everyone knows me as, you know. And I get it. I cultivated that. I cultivated that personality, but I want to change because I don't like that me anymore. You know, lose to Jelly. Jelly is a character, essentially. Jelly is it's a nickname, and if you've known me as that my whole life, or you know, as long as we fucking known each other, I'm in no way gonna ask you to stop calling me that. It's just how it is, you know. It's hard to break a nickname, and I feel like with a lot of people that know me is that it doesn't come out of anything but love, you know, and that's fine. But I still want to destroy this. I don't like the personality that I've concocted. I'm way more uncomfortable with myself than I am with changing myself, and I'm not even that good at change. Change I kind of suck at, but being this cartoon of a person is fucking weird. Is fucking really weird. It's like being, it's like having I'm not an actor, but I can only imagine that it's like what an actor would feel like, and they're only known for one specific thing. It would be like going up to shit, I'm drawing a blank on anything that you guys would know, but it'd be like going up to Charlie from It's Always Sunny and then expecting this guy to be a fucking moron. It would be like going up to John Cena and expecting him to like powerbomb you. I don't even like wrestling. I don't know why I'm using a wrestling thing, but it's just stupid. Like, I'm a person. This personality I've concocted is a act. You know, it's a good thing, so I don't have to feel anything. I can just stop you and not let people close in. But it's even worse than a character, because essentially everyone knows that Charlie and John Cena are just playing a character. I've made this personality that everyone thinks is real, that everyone thinks is me, and it makes me anxious around people because I don't know how to act, because I guess I don't know myself. You know, like I guess I don't know me as a person yet, because I made this personality and went with that, but my whole life I was like, fucking hate this, man. Like, I don't like this at all. Having it come into play with my friends is something that I've been a little bit worried about. And this isn't me trying to be like, oh, I'm worried about what my friends think, so I'm not going to do anything. Like, I'm doing this, you know, if you have an issue with it and you're my friend, I love you, but go fuck yourself. It is weird because I have a lot of friendships based on partying, getting fucked up, and that's it. That's the basis of it. And there's a lot of really good friends that I have like that. So me not being the get fucked up guy and party guy, the fuck do we do? Like, what do we... I don't have many interests that I share with a lot of my friends, outside of the fucked upness, outside of the party, outside of the drugs, outside of the drinking. What the fuck do you do at that point? Maybe that's what the change is. Like, maybe that's what the big, you know, worry of change would be. Because a lot of my friends, that's our connection. That's how we hang out. That's how we relate. That's how we talk. Shit, I don't think I've ever had a time with certain people where I wasn't wrecked, where there wasn't at least some type of booze or drugs involved. There's other friends I don't even fucking do that shit around. So, change is tough. Change is hard. It's interesting on where it's gonna go, and I'm already seeing the difference now, because one of my favorite lines, and I have this in a poem right now, in my new book. It is from Tom Arnold, and I'm sure you know who Tom Arnold is. Tom Arnold said in response to Chris Farley's Death and Addiction, and I'm paraphrasing, that you can do bundles of heroin and, you know, cereal bowls full of cocaine, but once you stop, you are no longer on drugs. You know, you're still an addict, but you're no longer on drugs, and you're able to, you know, be that person or whatever. But if you're fat and you go on a diet for like a month and a half, you're still pretty fucking fat. So the weight thing, I don't know how anyone's gonna treat me after that, right? Like, I don't know how people's attitudes and all that shit are gonna change when I'm thin. I don't know that yet. We're not close to that, so we're gonna ignore it. But I'm already noticing little differences in regards to me hanging out with my friends who I usually get fucked up with. And it's not even on them, it's on me. Like this Sunday, I'm going to a show, and I'm going to a show. I'm supporting my boy, Blaine. Blaine's fucking, he's got a thing called Kill Your God. Go buy some shit from Kill Your God. He's going to be running a merch booth for Swag Tooth at the Twisted show. And I'm going to a fucking psychopathic show with some friends of mine that all we usually do is do fucking party and drugs and drink, man. That's what it is. It's what you do at these shows. At least, you know, my circle of friends. So I'm a little bit worried. My goal for that show is to not do any drugs, which I'm not going to, and not to drink anything. That might be tough. But we're going to go for it, because that's the point of this. It's a goal. I'll be on Snapchat and fucking Instagram the whole time doing all that shit, showing you I'm not drinking or doing any drugs, except bud. And I'm interested or worried on how the interaction's going to be with everyone, because everyone's going to be fucked up, and I like getting fucked up, but I'm not going to be fucked up. So the point of this is change is difficult. Change is difficult not just for you, but for everybody around you. You know, especially if you're undertaking such a huge change like your personality and your, well, maybe not personality, but your interests and your body. It's hard, not just for you, but for everyone. But the question is, do you really give a fuck what other people think? And those are the people, as much as I may love my friends, and especially the friends that said, you know, don't lose a lot of weight, love them to death. I would fucking die for them, but in no way do I give a shit. Or, rephrase, no way do I give a shit, or I'm gonna let whatever they think stop me from changing me, right? Because I'm the most important person. You're the most important person to you. And as much as I may love my friends, any of them, they are not more important than me in regards to my life. And I have to keep that in mind. I have to remember that. The first time they said that shit, or that she said that, it kind of fucked with me. I was like, wow, that's how people think of me. I gotta make sure, you know, I keep that because I have all these friends. Now I don't give a fuck if you are not my friend anymore because I lose weight, or if that makes you uncomfortable that I'm healthy. Fuck you. That's all it is. You know, there's nothing else to it. I think it's important to notice that change is hard for the people around you. I think that's always a plus. You know, it's always good to be aware of everything that people, not everything that people are doing, but to be aware of the way that you and your actions might affect other people. And, you know, if you're hurting other people, absolutely stop. But no one's being hurt by me getting healthy. No one should be. If you are, that's some weird codependent shit that I haven't even gotten to, so you should check yourself. And it's still important to change. And I think that's what this video, what I'm trying to get at, is that it's really important to change. It's fucking hard to change. And if you're doing it, no matter what, you're going to find obstacles, but you got to overcome that. Because you're the most important person. I'm the most important person, and that's that. So that's it. So that's the end of that video, at least that part of it. If you're changing, keep fucking doing it, no matter who gets upset or feels weird about it. Gym update. I've been going to the gym every day and I feel amazing. Today I felt like shit in the morning because my back hurt and I was sore. I went to the gym, fucking busted out mad fucking miles on the bike, on the elliptical, and I did like the circuit training again, but just on a really low weight. I feel great. I feel awesome. That's pretty much that. I feel really good fucking working out, and I want to get to the point where I'm working out like a boxer, but I don't want to get punched in the face. Follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that shit, at Lose the Jelly. Thank you everyone who's like new and following me. The second that I get 100 followers, I'll be able to make my own name, and 100 subscribers, I'm sorry, on YouTube. I'll be able to make my own @name, like, you know, www.youtube.com/losethejelly. I'm trying to get to that point. So if you want to share this, great. If not, just keep watching and watch me ramble on and have weird thoughts. Stay weird. Thank you, everyone. Also, shout out to Jay Salazar for the social media help. Bam!